This one smoked on its way out of here.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And she's getting a standing O from me right now.
Now the third baseman. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Coming home. She'll score. One down, and the batter will be the shortstop. Now that's smacked to right center. This one looks like trouble. In comes the run from third to add on. She'll reach second with one away. Now the Cubs catcher. And that one hammered. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So up next, Jill Valentine. One down, base is empty. And a rope into center field, base hit. And next for the Cubs, Charlie Kirk. Smoke to right center, and this one's going to go out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Cubs leadoff hitter, swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Gone.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
That's ripped. Base hit. Around first, digging for two. The throw to second is offline. One out, runner at second. So up now for Chicago, Kahn. Now fly ball to right center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Runner tags at second. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kahn. 2 outs. Now a screamer into the outfield. Get out of town.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now a chance for number 55. Ripped on a line to center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. In there for a strike at 100 miles an hour. And the count is 1-2. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Luke Weaver.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. 1 away. Now the Cubs catcher. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And up next for Chicago, Jill Valentine. Rips that one to right. This one could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. She will score. And she's into third. Have a game. That's her 4th hit. So now here's the pitcher, Charlie Kirk. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now at the plate, number 17. That one ripped. Going, gone.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And she's getting a standing O for me right now.
At the plate, number 12. Swung on, belted. This one could be trouble. Around second now, going for 3. She's got herself a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here is Kahn. This one smoked, could be trouble. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off her bat. Kind of put it all together there, and she's rewarded with the double.
Runner at second with 1 away. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4 hole, Kahn. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's the third baseman. That gets down. Base hit. And that's what she needed. She has done it. What a performance at the plate.
She's come through for him at the plate in every way possible in this one. It might be a little bit of a quirk in terms of stats, but it's still a great achievement. Not something a lot of players have been able to do.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Now the Cubs catcher. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. 1 run across, now 2 runs score, and the lead continues to grow. 1 gone, runner at first. Now the left fielder, Jill Valentine. Swing, and that ball is blasted. That one on its way, and it is gone. A home run, and that's the cycle. One of the rarest feats in baseball and history made here today. Huge congrats to her.
And we maybe only see this once or twice a year in the majors. It takes a hot bat, a little bit of luck, and, of course, a lot of talent. Special to be a part of it, even as broadcasters up here in the booth. Well, there's no doubt she knew what was at stake as she dug in, and who knows if she actually tried for it.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cubs leadoff hitter. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Manager out of the dugout now. Now the number 2 hitter. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And the batter now, Kahn. Center field. Grisham settles under it. And the inning is over. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
And a ground ball to first, and foul ball. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
2 outs, base is empty. Trent Grisham steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Kahn. That one ripped. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. She's going for 3. Oh, the throw is over his head. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away. So a runner aboard. Now the third baseman. Liner, and this could be trouble. Runner in from third to extend their lead. Now around second, going for third. She's got the cycle into third with a triple.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop. And a base hit knocks in a run. Now the tag at second, and she's out, trying for 2. Here's the catcher. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner at first. Jill Valentine getting ready to hit. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Grisham drop step going back. Out of here. She's done it. She's got the cycle.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Base is empty, 1 away. And now here's the Cubs pitcher, Charlie Kirk. That one hammered center field. That's back. And that one is gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Now it's the second baseman. One down, base is empty. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around third, waving her home. They put the tag on her, and that's out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Next is the speedy first baseman. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Round second, digging for third. The throw to third, and she's out, trying for 3. Inning over, although plenty of damage. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Reaching for it, makes the catch. And next for LA, Austin Wells. Next offering is fouled back. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Goes down looking. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the right fielder, Kahn. Ripped on a line. Grisham backing up and to his right makes the catch. Kahn, the next Cub to hit. The 1-1. Liner, base hit. Now she'll turn for second. Has some trouble with it. One down. Here's the third baseman. Runner at second. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And gone!
Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this player's a ball of energy right now and having the game of her life.
And now, number 33. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Now she turns and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
One out, runner at second. Now the Cubs catcher. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Stepping in, Jill Valentine. Here's a 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the runner from third, and the lead continues to grow. So digging in, Charlie Kirk. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So back to the top of the order. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. Base knock center field. Around first, heading for two. The throw in, but she's in there easily. Runner at second with one away. And now the first baseman. And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And next for the Cubs, Kahn. 1-1 now. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Grisham is there, makes the catch. That is the inning. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was here at Wrigley Field. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
101 on the gun, swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake.
Swing and a pop-up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. So up now for Chicago, Kahn. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's way out of here on top of the Jumbotron in right.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Now the third baseman. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone.
Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Next to hit, number 33. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, not in time. She's safe. So a runner aboard. And now the switch hitting catcher. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back. Going, gone.
She put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Jill Valentine, the next Cub to hit. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Here's the pitcher, Charlie Kirk. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's carrying. And out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. One down, base is empty. And that one in the air center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Next is switch hitting first baseman. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Back here at the friendly confines. And here's the first baseman. In the air, left field, down the line. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. So the perfect game bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank and how they'll play it on the mound moving forward. But Singy, he's been a lot of fun to watch in this one.
1 ball.
Yeah, Boog, really impressive from the very beginning. I mean, this guy was in total command the whole time, attacking hitters, and really he's made them look pretty lost up to this point.
Okay, Singy, I think we can say it's been a successful Major League debut for him on the mound. He's giving this organization and its fans some reasons to be excited about what he can do at this level.
I think so too, Boog. It's always such a good feeling to see someone attack.
The throw to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. Back here at Wrigley Field, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Kahn. Hit hard, base hit. Takes the turn, she's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and she's out, trying for 2. And now the center fielder, Kahn. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Not stopping. She's going for 3. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
I mean, come on. Have a game. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, she put a great swing on it.
Runner at third with 1 gone. Here's the third baseman. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back there. Out of here. She's done it. She's got the cycle.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if she got enough of it off the bat. I mean, she put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say she really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed.
And it looks like trouble. Runner at first, and here's the catcher. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Going back on this one. And that one hops the wall. Coming home. One run is in. Passes third. She wants it all. Play at the plate and she's out. She tried for the inside, the Parker, and she couldn't make it. Here's the left fielder, Jill Valentine. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Charlie Kirk, the next Cub to hit. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Base hit. And now the first baseman. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Coming home. She'll score easily. So 2 down, and up next for Chicago, Kahn. Here's a 1-1. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
That's hard hit on the line. And that is gone.
She put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. She's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple. Runner in scoring position with 2 away. Now it's the shortstop. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they extend their lead. And now the catcher comes up to him. Now a screamer into the outfield. Going, gone.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
And next for the Cubs, Jill Valentine. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. That's long gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
It has the distance gone.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Grisham is there, makes the catch, and that is that. So finally, the frame comes to an end. And we're back, ready to begin the eighth, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. This one in the air. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense. Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. On to the bottom of the eighth, and now it's going to be number 12. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Some history here, and what a game she's had. Chris, you hit for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there. On its way, gone. That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast, 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
This one looks like trouble. Round second, digging for third. And she'll make it into third with a triple. So a runner aboard. Now the third baseman. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. In to score is the runner from third, and the lead continues to grow. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Base knock right field. In comes the run from third, and they extend their lead. Now around second, going for third. Safely into third. It's an RBI triple. Now the Cubs catcher. Drilled in the air out towards right center. This one's got a chance. And gone into the home run basket.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though she hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. She got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
And now Jill Valentine. That one's back. Out of here.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Charlie Kirk, the next Cub to hit. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back there. Forget it. I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its.
This one could be trouble. Now she'll turn for second. Oh, he throws it away. Around second now, going for three. Tag, got
Out on
her.
the tag.
Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but she's out at third.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut her down at third. And she probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get her. You just have to tip your cap.
Now the number 2 hitter. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over. Throw sails over his head at first. Tag, and they got her.
Yes, you're out.
An error on the play, but they get the out anyway. Kahn now at the plate. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jazz Chisholm Jr. swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Kahn tracks it down for the out. And up next for Los Angeles, Anthony Volpe. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Triple digits on that last pitch.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So they're down to their final out. And here's the pitcher for the Dodgers, Devin Williams.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Dodgers down to their final strike.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
So this